Good day, friends and family. It's good to be with you today. I'll be sharing with you on a dream that I had 2 days ago. I believe this dream is to the body of Christ. So I'll get right into it. Okay, so in this dream, I was walking on a path holding my daughter's hand. We had passed a tree, and immediately I noticed a big, massive black anaconda. So I tell my daughter that we need to walk faster as we were being followed by the snake. I noticed that I'm not afraid in this dream, but I felt the need, like any parent, to protect my daughter, and I kept prompting her that we should walk a bit faster. At the end, as we had passed, we continued on this path. When we got to the end of the path, we kind of branched off, and there was a larger group of people. The snake now was immediately next to us, so I had to somehow get the people that were with me up. I pushed them back, and I had salt in both my hands, and I started throwing it next to the snake. And immediately as I did that, the snake died. So when I woke up and I inquired from God about this dream, I knew that it was a dream that I needed to share. And this is the word that I received from God. I'll be reading out of my notes. My daughter is close to my heart. I nurture and I take care of her. She represents ministry and what God has entrusted you with. Ministry can be church, it can be personal, it can be family, it can be workplace. You have been put on the right path, looking after what God has trusted you with. You are walking in purpose. It shows that I was not afraid. You are taking care of what you have been entrusted with. What I also received is that God has given you the ability to see your enemies, because in this dream I was able to see the snake. This has caused you to move at a much faster pace, and it has also given you the ability to overcome because you are able to see. When we got to the end of the path, there was no more path, but next to it was a large group of people. And what God showed me through this is that you have stayed on the path and you have looked after your assignments. You have faced many trials and challenges. And on this new path that God is bringing you into your next. Okay? He's prepared a bigger place for you. The larger group of people shows that. He is now entrusting you with much more. So whilst you are still on this path and you are still being followed and chased by the snake, it can become tiresome. My plea to you is not to be discouraged by what is happening around you, but to stay focused on the path because you are almost there. When you get to the end of the path, you will defeat the enemy. You will defeat the enemy. The snake was defeated with salt in my hands. You have been given weapons of warfare. You are seasoned like salt, and the salt was in my hands. Hands represent serving. Hands represent serving. It's in your acts of service in ministry that you defeat the enemy. And that is so powerful right there. And whilst I was preparing this, the song that came into my spirit was, it's called the Salt of the Earth. It says, I'm the salt of the earth. I'm the salt of the earth. I carry the flavor of God. I season the earth. So, and then Matthew 5:13 says, you are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? For those that are watching that have lost its saltiness, I pray a holy conviction for you right now to carry your ministry once more with great power, knowing that God is a God of second chances, and you can pick up from where you have left off and you can continue pressing forward. And for those that this word is for, I pray that you have been encouraged by this word to know that you are defeating the enemies, and this word is really to the body of Christ. So, just know that you are the flavor of the world, you are the salt, and what good are you if you're going to lose your saltiness. So have a blessed day, family.